Hey guys, what's up? It's KraDeNine here, and today we're going to be talking about retainers in Final Fantasy XIV and if you need additional retainers from the Mog Station. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more future videos. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this one and the ones to come. But let's quickly talk about what a retainer is for the newer players, or maybe the players who haven't really touched onto them too much. So a retainer is going to be your bank for holding gil, they're going to be your storage for excess items you have, they're also going to be your auctioneer for selling items on the market board, which is also an auction house if you're from other games, and they can also go on missions to get you either crafting materials, gathering materials, or send them off on a mission to get you a random item that could be either worth 1 gil all the way up to like 1,000,000 gil depending on what you're getting and what server you're on. Now, that's kind of the rundown of what a retainer is. Now let's talk about how you get additional retainers. Every person, every character gets 2 retainers for free. Just completely for free, you can go make them, you can do whatever you want, you get 2 for free. If you want additional retainers past the 2, you do need to spend real money for it on a monthly basis. Keep this in mind, monthly. So you are paying $2 per retainer per month. So I have 2 additional retainers. I'm paying $4 a month, essentially not super cheap, but not exactly a lot of money either. And it does add up. However, keep in mind that to me, it is worth it, and I'll explain throughout the video why. If you only need 1 retainer, it'll cost you $2 a month, which is going to be $24 a year, basically. And I find it useful, right? I find additional retainers useful because, number one, I like to sell a lot of items on the market board. So for me, it's warranted, right? It makes sense. I need more spots to sell on the market, so more retainers is the solution. Next thing is I am running out completely of spots to keep items in. All 4 of my retainers are starting to fill up, so I might even invest into a 5th one, which I'm debating on. Probably not right now, but it's an option I need to keep in mind. I have 1 retainer for glamour items or just items that are worth keeping for a longer time. I have 1 retainer for dyes, for materia, just like more like usable items on the everyday basis. I have 1 retainer purely for housing items because my house storage is completely filled up and I'm out of space and I needed to place the item somewhere, so a retainer was a solution. And then the 4th retainer kind of holds miscellaneous items right now, but mostly crafting materials. So again, I can't exactly keep a bunch of crafting things in my inventory or my chocobo saddle because it's going to get really packed really fast. Now, that applies to me, right? What is the general reason why most people would get more retainers? My number one purpose beyond storage, beyond selling on the market board, is more quick ventures. I know. I'm paying $2 a month to do more missions, right? How does that make sense? The reason why is because quick ventures to me has to be the most passive and easy income you can do for like 30 seconds of your time per hour, right? It's really quick, you don't eat up a lot of time, and it's so easy. And the items you can get, like I said, yeah, you're gonna get those stupid like items worth a couple gil each time now and then, but for the most part you're getting really expensive items and it's always worth it because of that. But the biggest reason, even this does add into quick ventures though, if you have alternate characters, I mean like a whole other character, right? They get their own retainers completely. All 4 retainers that character has are unique to them. So essentially I have 4 characters, I know 4 is a lot, right? In Final Fantasy in total, 4. I have a total of 16 retainers for just spending that extra $4 a month because they carry over to other characters. Now again, this is more of the end game-ish type of scenario. You're not really going to be doing this if you're like level 60 in Stormblood, right? There's kind of no purpose at that point because you only have 1 character. This is more of like you got your first character to level 80, maybe you did all the alternate classes you liked, and you want to make a new character completely for whatever your reason might be, right? This game's benefit is that you do not need alternative characters at all. At all. 1 character is all you need. I just had the excess time to make more. So to me, it was something that applied for me. The thought of, oh, well, if I'm paying for the retainers, I may as well pay so I can start doing this on my other characters. And it has paid off tremendously. It is free gil for just doing nothing, essentially. It's something I recommend if you have the extra time, the excess income, and kind of that's it, really. So I'm essentially doing like 16 quick ventures an hour. Now, it does take time to log off and log in. The other alternative is you could just do field explorations and just get a random item every 18 hours, but they're usually worth more and you get gil on top of it. So there's always a benefit to doing something with your retainer. Now, how does this apply to the average person? Why do you need to spend the $2 for an extra retainer? You don't. Like, this isn't meant to be a you should buy another retainer type of situation. This should be like, does any of this, do any of these points apply to you? Do you need extra storage? If not, you don't need the extra retainer. Do you need to sell more than 40 items on the market board for any reason? More than just like 1 month? If the answer is no, you don't need the extra retainer. Do you want to make more gil, but at the cost of real money, right? Because, you know, you got to figure out, is the gil you're making for that month off that one retainer really worth the $2 a month? That is subjective to you. You can decide if that is something that's warranted to you. I find the answer to be yes. I think that the gil that my retainer brings me in is worth mentally the $2 that I'm spending. In my head, the cost is worth the reward. And again, that is up to you. And if all of these things apply to you, yeah, definitely get a retainer. If only one things apply, like let's say you just need storage space. Is your chocobo saddle full? Is your inventory really that bad? Can you kind of get rid of anything? Are the 2 retainers you have, can you get rid of any items? Can any of them go into the glamour chest? Can maybe some of them go into the armoire that you don't know about? You got to kind of go through that kind of stuff. And to me, like I said, personally, I needed the storage. I needed the space to sell more items. And I needed the quick, well, I wanted the quick ventures. I just wanted to do more of them. So one thing I didn't mention is that you can indeed cancel your retainer at any point. Let's say you decide that you don't need the 3rd retainer, the one you're paying for. You can cancel it. Nothing is going to happen that's going to negatively affect you. That retainer does become inaccessible, however. It will not be deleted. It just gets grayed out. You can't do anything with it. So take away any item that is going to be held onto that retainer, take away any gil, and stop selling any item on the market board. Basically empty out that retainer for the time being, throw it on something else. You want to make sure that you have what you need that is not stuck on that retainer. And at the end of the day, that's what's important. You got to decide if any of my points make sense to you. Can you warrant the $2? Because again, $2 for someone might be nothing. $2 for someone else might be a lot. Because again, we're not talking about like a one-time payment here. We're talking about a monthly payment here. And you're already paying, you know, between $13 to $15 per sub, assuming you're a newer player, not a legacy player. And, you know, if you're a standard player, you're paying like what, 16 a month? You're paying 18 now. And then 20 if you want 2 additional retainers, and it keeps going, right? It goes up to 10, I think. I think you can get up to 7 additional retainers through the Monk Station, and then you can get another retainer through the Companion app, which I don't fully recommend unless you're really into the market aspect of this game. But even then, I barely use the Companion app. It's very pay to use, honestly speaking. And that's up to you, though. You do get a really cool emote, though, of you on the phone. But yeah, that's it. That's just my quick kind of 9-minute opinion of retainers. I hope this rambling worked out for you. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know. If the rambling was horrendous and completely scatterbrained, that was kind of the point. The whole point of my Friday videos is just to be very neutral, very open about things, and just let my mind speak, right? Just like no script, let things go. I have a premise and I just go through the motions. So I appreciate you guys watching it. Thank you very much. I do hope you guys all stay safe and be well, and I shall see you guys in the next video, hopefully coming up on Monday. So take care.